I'm ChristopherJMUA and welcome back to my channel. Unless you've never been here, of course, then welcome. I'm very glad you've stopped by. I thought today I would share a little something special with you guys. I'd actually done a YouTube search to find a little bit more information on these, and it turned out to be to no avail, meaning that YouTube search came up with nothing. So I thought, why not be the answer to that YouTube search? So I ordered the Stila Suede Shade Liquid Eyeshadows. So if you're like me and want to know more about the Stila Suede Shade Liquid Eyeshadows and know what shades there are, how much they are, what they perform like, and maybe even how I like them, then stay exactly where you are, keep doing exactly what you're doing, and keep on watching. Okay guys, we have 8 shades here. Now if you don't know, Stiila actually has the Shimmer and Glow, Glitter and Glow, and Pretty Little Lies, I think, liquid eyeshadow collections. I actually started collecting these a little while back. Trust me when I say there are many more than these, but I have 8 of the Shimmer and Glow and Glitter and Glow shadows, which I really like. They look really nice. Some of them are packed full of glitter and some of them are just really shimmery. But either way, the applicator that they have is so nice, especially if you're trying to do a cut crease or if you're just trying to put something on the lid. They're so smooth and creamy that you can actually cut the crease with them, so that's really nice. Now something different about this new collection is that they are completely matte. They don't have any shimmer, they don't have any glitter, and in all honesty, I feel like these are the liquid eyeshadows that I've been waiting for. These are the ones that were made for me. So let's find out if they were made for you too. I ordered these from Sephora. They are $24 each, and like I said, they come in 8 shades. Some of the details from Sephora's website are as follows. It is a multi-dimensional matte liquid eyeshadow. There are subtle iridescent pearls that add a hidden lift to the formula without adding shine for a mega impactful dimensional matte finish. The long-wearing pigment-packed color glides on smoothly with a lightweight, refreshing feel. How to use? Apply directly onto the desired eye area using the applicator wand. Wear alone or paired with Stila's other shimmer or glitter eyeshadows, sold separately, obviously. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to initially show you the swatches of all of the shadows together on my hand, and then I'll apply my favorite one in the end so I can have a finished look to wear the rest of the day. So we're gonna go ahead and jump into the arm swatching. After I thought about it for a second, I thought maybe you might want to see what the actual unit carton looks like. Excuse my nails, they are so grown out and so gross, I'm so sorry. And they're still from the Jawbreaker review video, which I will link right up here if you want to check it out. This is what the packaging looks like. It's Stila's signature like green gold kind of color. It has the benefits, barcode, ingredients, back to the front, and then on the end it has the shade, which this one is Midnight Espresso, other side is blank, and if we open it up, and this is what the actual product looks like. Has the same color reflective cap. It's gold really. And it has Stiila on it, and it says the shade at the bottom, Midnight Espresso. And if you open it up, it has the wand and the color of the actual product. Let's go ahead and swatch. Alright, so starting with swatches, we have the shade Something Blue. In the shade Enchanted Earth. The shade Violet Velvet. The shade Midnight Espresso. Ooh. That is just like chocolate. The shade Busta Mauve. That's cute. Go Stiila for the dad joke. Maybe that's a little more chocolate. No, that's dark chocolate, that's milk chocolate. Then the shade Sassy. Ooh. It's a really pretty nude. I like that. And the shade Nude Awakening. Another dad joke. Oh wow. It almost looks like a concealer. And last, the shade Smoky Silk. Oh. That's a very cool gray. Okay, and that is all of the shades completely. Very pretty. And as always, just like I would for an eyeshadow palette, I will insert photos of the swatches, one with flash here, then one without flash here. I also wanted to show you guys a little video of the swatches themselves, just so you can see kind of the difference. That one, I didn't realize it had that shine to it, but none of the others have quite that much of a reflect in them. But you can see they're all pretty much matte. A couple of them are still a little wet, but regardless, they're all still very matte. Except that blue one. That blue one's still shimmery looking. I love these swatches. That was beautiful. They're all really velvety. Like, they look super velvety. They look like you could touch them and it would be soft. I'm ready to put some of these on my eyes, so I'm gonna take off my current eyeshadow and then we're gonna put some of these on. Okay, my eye makeup is completely removed. Now, nothing on the Sephora website or on the containers of the product say to use an eye primer, so I'm not going to. I'm assuming that since they're liquid eyeshadows, they should have pretty good coverage by themselves. So I'm gonna go ahead and see what it looks like without any eye primer. I'm gonna start by using the shade Nude Awakening. That is this shade right here. And I'm going to apply this in my crease and blend it out, almost to use it like a transition color, like a base color, if I can use it that way. Wow, this is the perfect color for me. And I feel like this one would be the perfect shade for my dark skinned ladies and gentlemen out there. That would be like an iconic lid shade. Okay, we'll see if this is enough. If not, we will try to apply more if it's buildable in stacks. But for now, we're gonna blend this out and see what happens. Oh wow, okay, that dries relatively quick. And when I say relatively, I mean like really fast. Wow, okay. Well, now I know. So definitely work one eye at a time when you're working with these. Don't try to double up because you will run out of time and then it will dry. Now that wasn't quite enough for my liking, so I am gonna go back in with just a little bit more, but I'm not going to apply it over what I already applied. I'm just going to apply it on the spots that I missed and couldn't cover, like right there. Like I said, I'm only gonna work with one eye. Why is this like a look in itself? I really like that. Like, I feel like I could stop right here and be comfortable with this. Like, I would be okay with people seeing me like this. Oh, and you could just add in like a little bit of darkness right in the crease. Like, imagine just topping this with just a little bit of Hot Fudge from the Mini Breaker palette, just right in the crease. It would be perfect. But I'm gonna try this with only working with the Stila shadows today. No powders. This just sits so beautifully on the skin. My eyes look so nice right now. There's no creasing happening. There's no skipping or no chunkiness. I'm really excited. Okay, calm down. Let's move on. Now I'm gonna go in with a little bit of the Smoky Silk shade. It's the cool toned gray shade. And I'm gonna take that just in my crease to kind of deepen everything a little bit. I might take it just on the outer crease. Moment of truth, this is where we see if they stack. Wow. What is happening right now? This is so pretty. The blend is happening for me. I'm not having to work like I would with a shadow. I'm not having to work while I put the color down and then blend it out. I'm just putting the color on and then moving it in the direction I want, and it's blending itself into the other shade. Why have I not been using Stila shadows like this already? I'm kind of low-key, high-key obsessed. It's really neat too because I'm learning as I go, obviously, that these start out super wet, like liquid, you would imagine. And then as you blend it and move it around, you can feel it getting tackier and tackier and just dragging a little slower as you go. So you can feel it when it's getting to the point of where it's about to be dry. And what's really cool is you can use that viscosity in your favor. You know, at first, whenever it's really wet, you have to pay super close attention to where you're blending at, because while it's wet, you can really kind of just fling it anywhere, and you want to be careful with that while you're doing it, because it can go haywire very fast. But as it starts drying and getting tackier, you can start blending it more and more like a powder, up until the point of it actually drying all the way, because it gets more dense and dry, so it starts blending out less and less. Just thought I'd point that out, because it's really cool as you go. So I want to see if I can add any more of the gray on top of the gray and layer it, and then blend out past that and get a softer blend. Really, the blend is fine, but I want to see what happens if I layer it with itself. So I'm gonna take just one little boop. Wait, boop. Yeah. It was more like a boop instead of a boop. And now I'm gonna take that and just try to blend it out. I'm actually just gonna blend it in the same area that all of the other gray shade is in without blending it out any further, because it's still very wet and I don't want to carry too much color up. Okay, building it up in the crease. Color's there. I can feel it getting slightly tacky, like very tacky now. Blend upward. Okay, that worked. I was really worried. It felt like there was a possibility that it was gonna be too pigmented still. It softened quite a bit and created a very nice, smooth gradient. I'm very happy with that. Now what I like to do is take the shade Something Blue. I'm gonna put Something Blue now on my lid, I think. Yeah, on my lid. I was actually considering deepening everything up with the little chocolate shade in here, the Midnight Espresso, but I'm afraid that it's gonna be too warm and not want to mix in with Smoky Silk. So I don't want to take the chance and then mess it all up and not be able to come back from it. And I'm gonna put that mainly right on the middle of my lid, because I'm gonna use the brush to blend it out more. Wow, that's a really pretty blue. It's like a very periwinkle sort of blue. And I'm using another Morphe M330 brush. Okay, it is perhaps very notable that this blue shade seems to dry much faster than some of the other shades did. Or maybe I was talking more than I was previously, I don't know. Either way, the first time I put it on, or the first application, seemed to dry very quickly and I did not have enough time to blend it out. Whew. My eyelids today are like, what are you doing to me? It burns, stop. And I'm like, shut up, hold this shadow. Now let's make the other ice cream. You know, something that's really cool about these wands with the applicators is that they're defined enough that you could really use them to cut your crease or apply the shadow and blend it out if you wanted to. It could definitely work, because I just used it to apply the shadow to my lid and it was a seamless line. It went on perfectly. I just want to blend it out more. I don't want it to be a seamless line. Oh yeah, feel the burn. Okay, I think that looks really pretty. It's very blue, for sure, but it's very pretty. Now I'm gonna take my Morphe M431 brush. This is more like a bullet crease blending brush, but I'm gonna use it to blend out the shade Midnight Espresso on my lower lash line. This is the chocolatey shade that I didn't want to use in my crease, so I'm gonna use it on my lower lash line instead. It's dark, bold, and dramatic. I'm just gonna try and be really careful. Maybe apply it just on the outer edge, carefully. And then blend it inward. Wow, yes. I'm also gonna bring that a little up and around and put it on the outer V of my lid. Well, I got the result that I wanted and it looks pretty. I wish it would blend a little bit better, maybe. Just with bringing it over and carrying it up to the top, the shade Midnight Espresso just didn't really blend too smoothly over Something Blue. But it still looks pretty. Now, if I can, before I think it's dried all the way, I'm gonna take my Morphe M514 Fluffy Blending Brush and try to just go over the bottom shade, just to maybe smoke it out just a little bit more if possible. Just the edge was a little more harsh than I originally intended. So I think I'm gonna take either a Shimmer and Glow or a Glitter and Glow into my inner corner. I just don't know which one would be best. The Glitter and Glow into the shade Into the Blue. And that's funny, Something Blue and Into the Blue. I'm gonna use this on my inner corner. Okay, I feel like that's all I was missing, was just a little something to make it pop. Something to really bring it all out, and I think that really did it. It's like, oh, I just love it. The only last thing I'm missing now is a brow bone highlight. I'm gonna go into my Jeffree Star Brain Freeze palette, and I'm gonna go into the shade Freeze Tag here on the bottom left. Brow bone highlight is done, and I am obsessed with this look. I'm so happy with it. Of course, with it being blue, that might help, because I love blue. I do want to add one more thing though. One more thing, I promise. I did have a nude eyeliner on earlier, and that was fitting with the look that I did have on, but not anymore. Now I'm going to use the Colourpop Cream Gel Liner in the shade Exit. This is now officially the finished look, and officially the end of the review of the Stila Suede Shade Matte Liquid Eyeshadows. I think this look turned out so stunning, and I cannot wait to play with these again and see how many different kinds of looks I can come up with, because this was definitely on the cool side of the spectrum, but there are still so many different ways that I can take these. I can go purple with it, I can get warm red tones, I can go on the pink side. There are just so many variations that I can still use within these, and they blend and perform so well. I'm really glad I invested in these. Don't get me wrong, the Glitter and Glow and the Shimmer and Glow liquid eyeshadows are still really nice, but I prefer using those by themselves one at a time. Maybe two for like two lid colors, because they're either full of glitter or they're all shimmery. And I don't usually go for an all shimmer or all glitter look. So having this matte collection is everything that I've wanted in the Stila liquid shadows. All in all, I would definitely recommend these. I would, however, try to use testers before you order them, because if you're not gonna get them all, then I would maybe try and figure out what you could pair together to make a look with. So like as an example, I wouldn't buy these two together, the purple and the green, because it's gonna be really hard to make a look. Or like the green and the red. I wouldn't buy these together, because those would probably be really hard to make a look. I'm sure you could do it, but it would be difficult to do. There's just so many combinations that you can come up with, and they're so awesome to work with. And that's really why I recommend them so much, especially after creating this look. Speaking of this look, if you do want to see this look and more looks like them, you can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat. My username is the same for everything. It's simply ChristopherJMUA. And if you gain nothing from coming to this channel and watching any of my videos, please at least gain this, and that is to always remember and never forget that you are absolutely beautiful. Bye guys.